Hello, welcome. I'm Ling, and today we'll be talking about how to disagree and still love each other. I know it's a juicy topic, so let's get going. I got the inspiration for this video, for this topic, when I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this quote, and I looked at my laptop to read it out loud. We can disagree and still love each other unless your disagreement is rooted in my oppression and denial of my humanity and right to exist. Now, I used to completely, wholeheartedly agree with this quote, and I still understand the sentiment and the mentality of this quote, but I want to address it, and I want to show you why this quote or the mentality behind it is not helping us becoming the better versions of ourselves, not helping you becoming the better version of yourself, and it's definitely not helping us building a world that serves everyone. The part that I want to bring your attention to is the part that says we can disagree and still love each other unless. The word unless and everything that comes behind it introduces a condition to somebody loving somebody else. It introduces a condition to love. Now, let me get this straight. As a human being, it's not that you don't deserve love. As a human being, love is your birthright. You are loved no matter what happens, no matter what you do. Whether or not you're the best, the most accomplished scientist, or you're the worst criminal, you've done something terribly wrong, you are still loved. There is no condition for love, and there shouldn't be, because the moment you introduce a condition to love, you say, this person, I will love this person unless they do something that harms me or harms somebody else, or I will love that person unless. The moment you do that, what it means is you're telling yourself that I will love myself unless I do something bad, unless I make a mistake, unless I hold a value, I hold an opinion that harms others. Let's face it, as humans, we're not perfect. We've all made mistakes of any kind. Imagine every time you make a mistake, subconsciously you're telling yourself that, oh, I don't love you because you did something bad. Imagine how harmful that is. To tell yourself, to tell that little child in you that they don't get love because they did something wrong. And that's exactly what we're doing when we say things similar to this quote. We're telling others that they don't get love if they did something bad, and we're telling ourselves that we don't get love if we do something bad. And that's why if you continue to hold on to this mentality, it will be really hard to become that version of yourself that is fulfilled, that is loving, that is caring, that is compassionate. And it definitely will be very hard to build a world that works for everyone, that serves everyone. Now, if for some reason you do think that you have to live up to certain standards to be loved, what I'll ask you is, think about little kids, like 5, 4, 6 years old. Are you going to look at them, point at them, and say, because you make a mistake, you don't get love? Because you make a mistake, I don't love you? Or your parents don't love you? Is that something you would tell a kid? Probably not, because love is unconditional. Now, we're not perfect, right? And I'm not here to preach to you and say that I love everyone unconditionally, because I do have my biases, I do have my prejudices. But what I want to bring to you is a fresh perspective of, hey, perhaps this thing with conditional love that's old, that's not really, that's helped us get here, but it's not serving us anymore, because we are always loved. So let's move on to something new, a different way to think about this, and so that we can actually disagree and still love each other. So tune in to part 2 next week, and I will talk to you about how to actually disagree and still love each other. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share this with somebody else who may find it useful. Leave me a comment to see what you think, and subscribe for future videos. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.